All right, so here we are on day 3 of our weekly 1K challenge, and it's Wednesday, so lovely Wednesday. It's probably the worst day to work here, to be quite honest, but we'll see what happens here. So, started at 10:30, and at 10:32, we got the $4 1.4 miles, kind of far away. I think I was just heading to my spot too, so yeah, take that. 10:44 deliver by. Got there at 10:40, $2 tip, and I knew it. 2 minutes later, $4 for 5.1 miles. You know we're not doing that. Interesting, like, who does take these? And I like it when they do because you're out of town for a while. Because that's out of town, but anyway. 1 minute later, I got this, so that's much better. $4.75 for 0.9 miles, delivered by 10:58 Pizza Hut. That's a little rough. 10:58. I'm surprised that was on time. Problem with Pizza Hut here is they get the orders. DoorDash doesn't time it right, so 10:58 got $6 plus. Well, yeah, 1.9 miles. I know this is a 6-pack of beer, and it's going to be $11. And I was on time easily. Just I know right where it is, and that guy's cool. Joshua, like him. So 6 minutes later, get $6 for 1.9 miles. Starbucks again. They're on point today, actually. Delivered by 11:30. Got there at 11:26. I was impressed with Starbucks. Sometimes they lag. Then right away got this, and I accepted this. I got a little too tricky for myself, or outsmarted myself. Anyway, I took it. I was gonna get rid of the long route, or I was gonna kind of assess it and get rid of one. But I was on my way to 7-Eleven and actually got there, and I picked it up, so I ended up just delivering them both. But it's not that bad, I guess. Delivered by 11:54. I got there at 11:47, or both of them. So yeah, it was the 7-Eleven I was gonna take. I think it would have only been a $1. So I don't know. Good thing I just delivered both. 11:47. So yeah, 6 minutes later, get 6:50. 2.6 miles, bees, will take that. They're usually on time, but today they weren't all the time. 12:13. Got there at 12:08 on that one. 4.50 tip, that's pretty nice. And 12:14 now, $3 for 1.1 miles. I took this. I'm starting to get sick of the $3 orders. I'm gonna have to reassess after this challenge some of my practices, but delivered by 12:23. 12:21 got there. $1 tip, you knew that. So 4 minutes later, I got this grocery outlet, 4 items. Wasn't that bad. I knew they had all the items, but when I got there, there was a power outage. Actually, at the corner, the stoplights were out, and I'm like, man, I hope they're open. But in a way, I'm glad they were closed. So their power was out too. So DoorDash reimbursed me half of that pay, with $3.84. So, and I didn't have to go anywhere. So, to be quite honest, I was kind of happy with that when that happened too. So, let's see it. 12:41, we get a $4 for 1.6 Pizza Hut. This one I get burned on pretty good. I took it. I was right in the parking lot. You can kind of see. Delivered by 12:55, but yeah, 1 o'clock. That's the thing, is I got there, and he's like, it's going to be like 8 minutes, DoorDash is saying get out of there by, 8 minutes earlier. So it's amazing you can get any of those on time, to be quite honest. It's like a flaw. All right, so 1 minute later, we get this. I took this, and I'm mad at myself for it. I really am, actually, looking at it again. But anyway, delivered by 1:13. Doesn't make sense with the miles and whatnot. It is alcohol, too. So delivered by 1:13, got there at 1:11. I don't know. Gonna reassess some of this stuff in the future. So 4 minutes later, get $8 for 3.1 miles. Take that for sure. Problem with this one is I get to this pizza place. They're never 10 minutes late, but I get there, and the guy's like, I'm like, hey, how long for this order? He's like, like about 10 minutes. And I could see, like, the pizzas were, like, the dough, they weren't even, like, close to made. So that sucked. And so I waited it out. What did I get there? Delivered by 1:31. Got there at 1:40. So 9 minutes late. But, I get why it was 9 minutes late. And I was thinking, man, should I should I unassign? But I mean, it's $8. Just wait it out. So I did. That's what I did. It's Wednesday too, so. All right. So 10 minutes later, get a $5 1.2 from Tony's. We'll do that. Get there by 2:01, and got there at 1:57. It's cool. Then right away I get this $3 2.3 miles. I did not take this. I actually kind of had a little talk with myself, I think. Please don't take this, Rob. I did not take it. Thank you. Here's the point I'm trying to make too: is 157, and then 4 minutes later I get this order, which is obviously much, much better. So if I'm on that stupid $3 order, I don't know. It's a strange thing. I take them too much. I might eliminate the $3 in the future, but anyway, delivered by 2:12 from Prineville Coffee Company here. Got there 2:08. So, and it was $8. So I was just finally, hopefully, taught myself a lesson there. 7 minutes later, it's 4.75 for 1.1 from Bees. I think they were late on this one too, but delivered by 2:27, 2:28. That's not horrible. 2:46, $2, 1.7 miles. Yes. Oh yeah, I saw this when I was going to extend my dash. And it was like slow, but now that I'm looking at it doesn't seem that slow. I'm just impatient today, maybe, but yeah. So 14 to 24 minutes. Hot spots. There's no McDonald's. There's no Arby's. There's no Taco Bell. There's no nothing. So it was slow. So maybe I was fortunate. 8:04, 3.3 miles. A double order. I took this one, and to be quite honest, I wasn't gonna unassign from them. That Magic Munch Machine takes a long time. They make smash burgers and they make them fresh. So, but I went to 7-Eleven first, and by the time I got there, I waited a couple minutes, and so I decided to deliver both those. And by 3:18, got there at 3:14 for both. Yeah, I'll take that. All right, so 3:14. 4 minutes later, get that. That's awesome. That's funny. It's like, ooh, some of these weirder dashers in town probably take this stuff. It's so weird. 1 minute later, get this. I took this one. I don't know. It was slow. It was slow. As you can see, the offers were not very enticing of late. So, took that, delivered by 3:32. What happened here? Oh, their system was out, so I had to give him the order. And he's like, that shouldn't take too long, and it didn't actually. So I think I might have got here on time. 3:32, 3:33. That's not bad. But I'm like, dang, dude, I was gonna unassign right away. It's like a $3 order, and you don't even have the order. I have to give it to you. But he was right. I think they take a higher priority when the system's down and they get it to you faster. So, all right, 3:33. Oh yeah, and that guy, I know this guy, and I saw his name, and he was gifting that to someone else, and he wrote that. You can read it. I'm not going to say it, and I wrote that, but it was actually pretty cool, kind of funny actually, but it made me feel good for a stupid $3 order. So, yeah, so what was that? 3:33. And then I didn't get an order till 4:05. So $6, 2.9. I'm definitely taking that because I have to. Deliver by 4:20, and got there 4:20, and it was 25 cents more. So I'm happy to get an order. That was a long wait. I'm surprised it was that long. 4:20 now. 4:22, 7:25, 2.8. Oh yeah, one item. This is another weird thing that happened today. So it says one item, but then when I accept the order, I'm looking at it, it's like it has the thing where it says the merchant has placed this order. We don't know what's in it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, great. Well, I get there to 7-Eleven, and the lady's like, yeah, that order's canceled. And she was kind of whacking out a little bit, I think, but it was 49 items. So I think she had shopped for it once, and then she said it was twice. I don't know. Her mumbo jumbo was wrong. Anyway, it was 49 items. It was like a $163 order. But it just I think 7-Eleven canceled it. I couldn't understand what was going on. Anyway, I unassigned from that. I just said order not in system, other reason, store canceled order, and then bam, I was unassigned. I definitely wasn't going to carry 49 items from 7-Eleven anywhere, so that saved me kind of. So 4:30. Oh yeah, then I forgot to extend my dash, so that was my first dash. That's not very good. So 6 hours, $95 there. But we got a couple hours left. So, and actually, that's above $15 an hour. And for a Wednesday, I'm thinking that actually it's not that bad. But so we went on. Here's what the screen before I dashed again. It was gray. I believe it. It felt like it. 4:35, 11 for 4.8. This is going up the canyon where there's the fire. The smoke was coming in town today a lot too. There is no fire there, and it's not the greatest order because you log miles back, but I had to take it because it was slow. I'll take the $11. Start chasing money in these little weekly challenges sometimes too, but delivered by 5:50 or 4:54. Got there at 4:57. I'm not sure why. It wasn't the wait time. That must have been all on me. So, yeah, this popped up. The internet went out and gave me this again. Getting first priority with just that acceptance rate, and so they're really trying to stroke me sometimes. All right, 5:08, $2, 1.9 miles. We're not going to do that. 3 minutes later, 4:75, 1.2 miles from McDonald's. This is rough. McDonald's late after 5, but I gotta take it, man. Delivered by 5:21, 5:22. It's not that bad. We like that. So, and then 1 minute later, get a 7-Eleven for $5. Alcohol. I actually like doing the alcohol orders. People are funny. So 5:33 or 5:34 delivered by. Got there 3 minutes early. So 4 minutes later, get the 475 for 0.6 miles. Rue, it's a Carton town. They're really not that quick. I think I delivered this just on time though. Delivered by 5:50. 5:50. That's good enough. It was real close delivery too. And I was kind of running low on fuel at this point. I'll be quite honest. So it's embarrassing. I'll tell you about that more in a second. 5:51. So the orders are rolling in. $5, 1.5. It's funny because I'm trying to get to the gas station, but the orders are keeping me from not. 1.5 miles. Delivered by 6:03. Of course, McDonald's though. 5:51. 6:05. That's not bad, actually. I'll take that for that late at night. No map, but Sora Sushi, 1.9 miles. $6. And then I figured this is gonna end my dash. That's cool. But I did get there, and again, I had to give them my order. Their DoorDash was down again, but he's like, it was 2 items this time, I think, or maybe even just one. He's like, this one won't take long either, and they got it to me pretty good, so I bet you 6:19 got there on time. Good tip, too. All right, so 6:30, or 6:20, actually, I think it was. 6:20. I got the $7, which in hindsight, I wish I wouldn't have made such a rookie mistake. I don't know. I declined this because I actually had to get gas. And I really had to end my dash at this point in time. I would have to go all the way back down there and all the way back up there and then kind of back to my house and whatnot. But it would have been close. So I'm going to tell you this right now. My gas tank holds 18 gallons. And I filled up, it was 17.2 gallons. So I had less than a gallon in my tank. And you don't want to be, I don't know, I've never run out of gas. So, I have when I was a kid. But anyway, so I declined this. And then we ended this dash. The second dash was much better. Hour and 49, we got 38.25 out of that. So, that was the day. There was some slow portions in there. If they didn't pour it on at the end there, I don't think I would have hung in there. So here's the first dash, kind of stats there. 34 dash pay and 61 tips, 18 deliveries. Not a good active time. 3 hours, about half the time almost, a little more. And then here's the second dash is much better. I'm active almost the whole time too. 26 tips and 12. We'll go over future taxes with this new little tip law in another video, but I'm liking that. So anyway, that's only $17 an hour today. $137 we made today. So if I would have taken that Pizza Hut order, for, just kind of like a positive note, we would have been above 143, which is what our average is, but we're still kind of doing okay. We weathered Wednesday. That's awesome. And so there's our 3-day total. So we're almost halfway there. But, to me, I still just think it's just going to take 53 hours. I'm going to have to fit in 53 hours this week, and I think this is possible, doable. I'd be surprised if I got to 53 and I didn't make it. I'd also be surprised if I get to 1,000 before 53. I could almost guarantee it's going to be 53 hours right now. But that's the way DoorDash is. But anyway, kind of tired, so I'm going to check out. Hope you guys are all doing good, and hope you guys are enjoying some of this stuff. So peace out.